Everybody wants a car, but nobody wants to pay for gas, especially with these prices. But thanks to technology, we now have electric cars. Electric cars are run on electric energy instead of fuel, which means they're not producing carbon dioxide or any pollution, making it better for the environment. According to EDF Energy, one electric car can save an average of 1.5 million grams of CO2. We all want to do what's best for the environment because at the end of the day, we're the ones affected by the pollution. Electric cars are the way to go since they're better for the environment. Automobiles are the most crucial products in today's society. Whether you're going to a friend's house, school, the mall, you're most likely going to utilize a car to get there. Cars, as we all know, can cost a lot of money and look various ways. I'm sure everyone here owns a car, and I'm sure everyone will buy another one in the near future. Whether you need a car to transport a large group of people or a sports car that can accelerate quickly, an electric vehicle will always be the best option. EBSCO published on August 1st, 2020, that in regard to the LCA of batteries, Helmers shows that the carbon footprint of EVs is already generally lower than conventional ones, and further reductions are expected. I'm sure you are all aware of greenhouse gases and global warming, so I won't go into detail about that. But you might be surprised to learn that road cars account for 10% of all man-made greenhouse emissions. This includes vehicles other than cars, such as trucks. However, Tesla recently released an electric truck that's faster and capable of carrying more weight than any gasoline or diesel truck. Carbon dioxide and methane are two greenhouse gases that have reached their greatest levels in 420,000 years, and the amount of Arctic sea ice has shrunk by around 10% in the last 30 years. This is all due to global warming. And if we begin to transition to electric automobiles, we may be able to make significant difference, and perhaps just maybe the effects of global warming will be mitigated. Another benefit of having an electric car is that you'll save money because electric cars require less maintenance. On May 1st, 2020, Routledge Taylor and Francis Group published that if you have a 5-kilometer peak period distance base charge with an annual average peak kilometers of 4,000, you'll save about $200, which is still below the annual savings in fuel on an EV. When purchasing an automobile, many people ignore the need for maintenance and repairs. Choosing one of Consumer Reports' numerous trustworthy automobiles can help to offset the substantial costs, but complicated machinery eventually breaks down or requires care. As per AAA, the typical expense of a car fix is $500 to $600, in spite of the fact that anybody has taken their vehicle in for administrator realizes. The cost can be a lot higher. EVs cost roughly $900 a year to repair by the time they reach their 5th year in life, which is when expensive equipment like tires wear out, but comparable gasoline-powered cars cost about $1,200. On October 8th, 2020, Consumer Reports stated that EV owners can expect to save $800 to $1,000. Also, another benefit from electric cars is that they have no tailpipe emission. No tailpipe emission means no pollution. On August 1st, 2020, the International Journal of Environmental Studies published that despite the higher purchase price of an electric car, they reduce carbon dioxide emissions, help manufacturers to comply with increasingly stringent legislations. EVs have the ability to reduce GHG and other pollutants like precursors and particulate matter. By 2040, the ZEV requirement will have saved up to 76 million tons of hazardous emissions, the equivalent of removing over 1.6 million cars on the road. Forestalling the effects of environmental change from deteriorating is basic to safeguarding general well-being. In 2015, the Bell Cap Press of Harvard University stated that a conversion to 100% renewable energy economy would by itself significantly reduce the global impact of fossil fuel consumption. Not only is an electric vehicle much better for the environment, they're also known to be easier to drive. The fewer gears you have to worry about while driving makes it less tiring and much easier. Not only are electric cars easier to drive, they also make less noise, and you'll also experience less vibrations than gas-powered vehicles, implying that they're smoother to drive. In conclusion, I have now described the benefits of electric cars and why you should get one. I told you the issues regular gasoline cars cause to the environment and to us. I also informed you what we can do to fix those issues. If you want to save money and help the environment, an electric car is the way to go. I strongly advise you to purchase an electric car. This is my printout, and as you can see, it says electric cars are better for the environment, lower running costs, less maintenance, easy and convenient to drive. You can also receive government grants from purchasing an electric car, and the resale value, so however much you spend on the car, you can make back and some, since it's such a high demand for electric cars and not that much production.